Yeah, this goes out to Michael Nolan and K.R. Hawkins. If that guy comes around causing trouble with you, what you want to do is flag his comments and report him to YouTube. Let's stop this guy once and for all, okay? So let's make 2014 a good start for us on the channel. I'm going to keep uploading videos, but as I said, I won't be doing any answer question videos for maybe once a week. Okay, I didn't say I was going to totally stop, but maybe about once a week or every once in a while. What I'm going to do is try to do more webinars so that you guys can write your questions down and then come to the webinars and ask your questions. Okay? I am changing my channel, as I said, making more business, like a real internet business person. I was talking to my buddy this morning. We met and exchanged Christmas gifts, and he's used to YouTube channels, and was talking about all the ways to promote your channel, market your channel, all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to take some of his advice under consideration and implement it. My goal is to grow my channel, my business, blah, blah, blah. Like everything else should grow. Your life should be about growth, fellas, not about anti-growth. We've been talking about certain subjects on the forum, and I gave a really good, how do I say this, understanding, perspective of the whole homosexual issue from the eyes of just looking through energy. Forget about people, human beings. Look at just the energy. Because everything is energy, as we learned in our basic physics class. So when you look at it through energy, then you begin to see what I'm talking about. Our goal is not to hate homosexuals. They're born that way. Most of them are born that way. I know there's that whole nature-nurture thing. Some people just genetically born that way. We've got to accept it. I know a lot of people don't believe it. And they actually found the gene in men. See, these people don't believe it. They haven't stayed up with science. And if they do, they're going to run to religion so they can feel better about their decisions. People always run to religion. Like, I was trying to explain to my mom about something, and she said, well, God won't do that to me. I hate people like that when they get that stupid. Anyway, but it's your choice. Your choice. Dating has an energy to it. I talked about the vibrational energy that you all have. Every person possesses. Now, people with high self-confidence, they vibrate at a higher rate. People with low self-confidence, they vibrate down here. And it makes people sick to be around them. That's why girls don't like you. That's why girls don't notice you or pretend like they don't notice you. They can actually look right by you, not even see you. They'll stare right through you as if they don't see you. Because you don't rate high enough on the vibrational level. When you turn everything to about energy, then you begin to understand why you're failing at dating. You haven't worked on your own energy. You haven't raised your self-confidence up. You haven't raised your inner self-beliefs up. You still talk negative to yourself and constantly bring yourself down. So you're down here. The hot chicks are way up here. How are you going to get hot chicks up there? Rub their face and make them notice you? What has that done for you? What has it done for you this past entire year? Those of you guys who still hoe chase, who haven't worked on yourself, whose inner game still sucks, whose inner self-esteem still sucks, whose inner confidence still sucks, whose swag still sucks. What has it done for you? You've spent an entire year. When I started last year, my goal was to help as many people get laid as possible. Actually, I think I want to help everybody get laid. I failed. I tried to communicate the truth of the game to those of you guys that didn't listen. I tried to give you the truth of how it really works out there. And it was up to you to whether or not to accept the truth or keep beating your head against the wall. Now, many people accept the truth, but they don't do anything with it. And what I discovered is the problem is that your drive to procreate is low. Because that's what gives you your sex drive, by the way. If I can break this down to its simplest component, it's your sex drive coming from the desire to procreate. Of course, you don't want kids up here in your mind, but your body, okay, is a human body. It's a physical body. It wants to reproduce itself because the energy of life speaks and channels itself through the cells in your body. Okay? Our gay brothers and sisters, they're miswired. They're not wired to procreate. But we, as breeders, we're wired to procreate. And that's where your sex drive comes from. Now, when it gets up here, that's where we twist it to, I like girls with big butts and little waists. That's me. I don't care how big that ass is, as long as the waist, she can have an ass that wide, as long as the waist is real small. I don't care. That's what turns me on. Wide hips. And I realize that's because I'm close to my breeding instinct. Wide hips means easy childbirth. I figured that out. That's why I like girls with wide hips. Because I'm close to that inner drive to procreate. So when you get close to that energy, you want to look for the most suitable mates to breed with. Narrow hips have trouble producing, giving delivery. They also have trouble getting pregnant. We've seen one race of people we know of that has a negative birth rate now, and their women tend to be, have smaller hips. Okay? Not all, but many. And that's a word, it's a problem. And their women have trouble, are having trouble getting pregnant. Now, these long distance fucking calls. How do you call the day after New York? Marketing people. Anyway, as I was talking about the energy to breed, I just mentioned how some people have narrow hips, and I, as I said, am attracted to women that are natural breeders. Period. That motivates me. Plus, I like big, round, juicy butts. When it hits the brain, that's when it comes out. It's all twisted up. All whatever your ideas and thoughts are. Okay? So if you like narrow hips, flat asses, that's where it comes from your mind. But still, your drive is to have sex with a woman like that, to procreate. Okay? So as I was saying when I started this, a lot of you guys, your drive to procreate is not strong. Because when it gets strong, it's going to get you up out of your seat and walk your body over there, okay, to say hello. But what's going on is you resort to whacking off on the internet. That's the difference between my generation and your generation. We didn't have the internet when I was a kid. We didn't have anything like that. And looks like I got to plug in, otherwise my computer's going to go dead. So I want to come back and talk a little bit more about the energy so I can give you one final lesson this year. Be right back.